Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I will call the Harrison County Commission meeting for Wednesday, February 18th, 2026 to order. If you will rise and join us in invocation and pledge, please.
Holy Father, thank you that we can come to you and cast all our anxieties onto you, Lord, because you say you care about us. Help us to care for one another as you care for us, Lord, by your example. I pray for the individuals in this room to have peace and kindness and love in their lives. I pray that they have the ability to share it through you, Lord. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. Amen, Bob. I pledge allegiance to the flag of Catholic Mass. I'm sorry. I pledge allegiance.
States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, public comment. And I just want to make sure, Commissioner Hinkle, there was some discussion back and forth. I don't know. Are you on Zoom? Okay. We have Dave Sutton signed up to speak.
Hi,
Hi.
my name's Dave Sutton. I'm a recovering addict. I live over in Stonewood. And I was here last month and I was talking about maybe seeing if you guys could come up with some Uber vouchers or something. Because these people in recovery, which I interact with almost on a daily basis, when they get a job, that transportation is a big issue, especially on the weekends. All the Uber drivers go to Morgantown. But even during the week, it's like $30 to go from Staley to East Point. I mean, there goes half a day's wages. So, and one of my questions is, all these funds, do they have to be dished out through a application process or a grant, or is there like a discretionary side where you guys can, use your own judgment?
For what funds?
The opioid funds.
Well, I mean, normally it's a group that comes in and requests, and they send in a request for it.
Yeah. So what would it take? I mean, like, I try to get some of the guys to come with me, but nobody was.
Can they not ride the public transit?
But it doesn't, they can during the week sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't coincide with their work schedules,
I mean, maybe we can look into see if there's an agency out there that will be willing to do something like this.
Well, those Uber drivers, they're contractors. They don't need to be put on anybody's payroll or anything else.
But I mean, one of these groups that might consider something like that with the funds that they have.
Now, I've inquired about that. And, I think that given the right circumstances, they might be willing. But I think it needs to be addressed specifically. And so if you could, maybe you guys talk to them and the recovery houses and see what you can come up with. I can't tell you how many people I've known relapsed at the bus stop because there's all kind of dope there, and that's another thing to consider. So, I mean, all in all, it would really go a long ways to help the cause.
Well, we can have a discussion on that.
Good for you.
Thank you. Chastity Nicholson.
I don't think I can do this. I can't talk on like stage, right?
So you,
Can I set up meeting individual?
I mean,
She can set up a meeting with me and.
okay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Patty Saunders. Saunders, is that?
Good morning, Commissioner. I want to thank you guys for learning about our mission, learning about our services last meeting, and really caring about the children and families of Harrison County. So I really just wanted to come and say thank you guys for your support. Thank you for supporting our children and families, but thank you for all you do.
Thank you for what you do. You're welcome. Okay. 10:05. We have special funding request from the West Fork Conservation District requesting $8,000 towards operations and maintenance of the Salem Fork flood control dams. Is there anyone here for that? Usually that's Bill, isn't it?
Usually Bill is here. If he is not on Zoom, I can speak about it. This is something that we fund every year, $8,000 to the West Fork Conservation Agent District. That helps them. And instead of having it in our budget every year, we just do a special funding request.
Motion to approve the $8,000, Madam President.
Motion to approve the $8,000 for the West Fork Conservation District for the operations and maintenance of Salem Fork flood control dams. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Consent agenda, what's the pleasure?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. We have payroll change notices A through H. What's the pleasure?
Motion to approve A through H, please.
Motion to approve number 3, A through H. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 4, we have minutes from the Board of Equalization and Review from January 30th. What's the pleasure?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes from the Board of Review. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 5, requisitions, purchase orders, and invoices. We have A and B, quotes and vendor list of payments. What's the pleasure?
Motion to approve A and B, please.
Motion to approve A and B. I think I did have some questions, but I think they were pretty just in general questions. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 6, it looks like we just have exonerations.
That is correct, Madam President.
What's the pleasure on exonerations?
Motion to approve A exonerations.
Motion to approve 6A exonerations. Is there any discussion?
Mhm.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Number 7, review, discuss, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition for the payments of costs associated with the project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2008A Charles Point Project Number 2 Northland Bay Improvements for $1,468.75. It's a pleasure.
Motion to approve $1,468.75.
Motion to approve 7A for $1,468.75. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Number 8, review, discuss, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition for payment of the cost associated with the project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2019 A and B bonds issued for the Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development District. We have A, $6,463.75.
Motion to approve A, $6,463.75.
Motion to approve 8A for $6,463.75. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Number 9, review, discuss, consideration of approval of a project fund requisition for the payment of costs associated with the project to be financed from proceeds of the Series 2021 A and B Development District Number 3 White Oaks Project Number 2 for $1,989.
Motion to approve $1,989.
Motion to approve 9A for $1,989. Is there any discussion? None, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Number 10 and 11, it appears that we have nothing on those. Is that correct?
That is correct, Madam President.
Yes. Okay. So there's nothing for the election and nothing for budget revisions.
Correct.
Number 12, do we have anything to discuss with the rail trail?
We do not.
Okay. Nothing on number 12. Sorry, can't help myself. Number 13, review, discuss, consider courthouse security order. What's pleasure?
Madam President, my motion, it was last week, and correct me if I'm wrong, please, is that I do want to turn everything back over to security into the sheriff's hands. It is the wish of the 3 judges across the street, that he and his staff be in charge of the courthouse and all security concerning county properties. And that his staff as well as our human resource department work together for the hiring process, please.
So and that's basically what the order,
Correct. It is defining.
we're working together on
Yes,
a few things, but he is in charge of scheduling and oversight, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we get that out there. Thank you. I see the nod back there. Okay. Okay, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. 14, review, discuss, consider courthouse security job description. I think that also has been approved by the commission and the sheriff's department.
JD has worked with the sheriff's department. They are good with it. So I would recommend approving that job description.
Motion for that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Motion to approve the courthouse security job description. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 15, review, discuss, consider all budgets over 60%.
Madam President, this was Commissioner Hinkle's agenda. item.
And I did take a look at some of those, and I mean, some of them we need to look at and
Yes,
probably do some revisions, but
there will be
And-
budget revisions for line items and actually putting some money in some of the departments on the first meeting in March. We've already been working on those.
we probably need to keep a little better eye on that too, just throughout the year, just my 2 cents, and make sure that the elected officials have copies of theirs as well, so they can. Okay, so nothing further on 15.
That is correct.
Okay. Number 16, review, discuss, consider revising previous designation of employee public parking lots, recommended 2 employee lots and 1 public lot. JD, did you want to speak to that or?
Absolutely. So what we've done with the parking lots is, right now, it was
I'm
given
out.
to,
Identify yourself.
I'm John Duvall, Human Resource Manager for Harrison County. So I was given the parking lots to go over and start figuring out what we were going to do with them. As of right now, we have 1 parking lot up there for employees. It's not enough spots. So it is my recommendation that we take 2 spots up there for employees here, leave the 1 for public, and then with those 2 parking lots and the 1 we have down there, it would give us enough spots for all employees. We'd be very, very close to having everybody with a spot.
JD, that's fabulous. Laura, will you explain to JD how I was sold on making this purchase? When you asked me for my vote to buy this, how we would designated that?
That we would charge for the parking lots.
And how many parking lots would we designate for parking for citizens and and how many would we do for employees?
At that point in time, it was 1 for employees, 2 for
And
citizens.
will you tell JD how much that parking lot cost us when you asked me for my vote, which was a 2-1 vote?
I believe 450.
So we paid $450,000 for a parking lot that I didn't want to buy, but I was told that 1 parking lot would be for employees,
Mhm.
2 would be for our citizens who we desperately need in the city of downtown Clarksburg. And that's how I voted on this, okay?
Mhm.
It's not that you're doing the wrong thing. I just want you to know, almost 2 years ago, and we still haven't made a penny,
Right.
and it's a thorn in my side.
So the
Everything.
parking spots there is a cost with it for the employees. That would be $15 a month. And then the paid parking for the public. So I'm just giving you the information that I have.
I know, I
Okay.
just wanted to give you the information that I was given. So you
Fair.
and I are on the same page.
We're on the same page.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my recommendation for it.
It wasn't the recommendation when I didn't want to vote for it that I was switched over.
And I don't disagree. We should have had, this should have been completed a long time ago. Okay, what's the pleasure on 16? Okay,
How much revenue will it generate when the police fill up the two parking lots, JD?
That I don't know. I can get another for you.
It's okay.
you want me to make the motion?
No, no, make the motion to approve as read by the Human Resource.
Motion to approve the parking lot situation as stated by the Human Resources person, JD Duvall. Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 17, review, discuss, consider agency agreements for EMS equipment funds.
Madam President, a couple months ago, we received money, about $90,000 from the state to divide up between the different EMS agencies in the county and also the two fire departments that help with the response. With that, we're asking you to approve the agreement between us and the different EMS agencies, saying that, you know, pretty much they can only be used for equipment and they can only spend the money on authorized purchases.
Who's authorizing the purchases?
So they will turn in their paperwork for us as long as it fits within their guidelines of the equipment and supplies that is allowed. There's a printout of everything it is.
Do they turn it into the commission?
They will turn.
And
in
someone
a
here
copy.
approves it.
So we have it for our records and approves it because if we're audited, since we are the pass-through agency, we're the ones who's going to get the audit. So they have to turn all that into us.
What's the pleasure on number 17?
Allow the county administrator to distribute the money for what it can be used for.
That's the next one, right?
Mhm.
We
So-
need to approve the agreements
The agreements first, please.
So motion to approve the agreement and, yeah,
for the EMS equipment funds.
Yeah.
Okay, motion is to approve the agency agreements for EMS equipment funds. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion carried. Number 18, review, discuss, consider disbursements of EMS equipment funds.
Madam President, that's just splitting up the $90,000 in a designated amount that is broke down by the.
Did we do it just even?
No, so the two
Let's see.
responding fire department agencies, they get 5% of that 90,000. And then the remaining gets split up equally between the
Okay.
different ambulance agencies.
What's the pleasure on 18?
motion to approve as stated.
Motion to approve as stated the disbursement of EMS equipment funds.
Mhm.
Any further discussion?
Mhm.
Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Number 19, review, discuss, consider travel request for the following 911 employees to go to Valley Park Conference Center, Hurricane, West Virginia on April 23rd and 24th of this year for the NENA Enhanced Caller Management and 911 Customer Service class. And there are 3 employees listed. What's the pleasure?
Motion to approve A through C.
Motion to approve 19A through C for the travel.
Mhm.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, none, motion carried. Okay, number 20, Laura.
The main thing is budget time. Everyone will get tired of me saying that. I put the budget meetings on the commissioners' calendars for the ones that we have scheduled in March. Also, the different deadlines and stuff should be on your calendar as well. That's all I have.
Commissioner Treecost.
The only thing I have, Madam President, is I would like to reevaluate, we have the 10 acres that we can do as we please with on the 40 acres that we already have on the drive-in. I would like to see if we could go ahead and get the upgrade for the blueprint that's already been designed for the new animal control shelter that was going to go at the present location, but now at the new location. Just get it upgraded so we could possibly move this forward. I don't want to wait another 2 years to build this building with the building that they're presently in. And I'd like Laura, you to put that on the agenda next week to consider to send those in and have that designed to fit that property with what is already present. That's all I have, Madam President.
Okay. I am just thankful that we have the courthouse security. And I'm gonna say back where it belongs in my opinion, and that's just my 2 cents. So thank you for that. And that is all I have.
Motion adjourned, guys.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 I believe.